Hello children, and welcome to today's Bible story. Snappy is feeling very sad today. It seems that some children at school have been making fun of him because he goes to church and comes to Sunday clubs. Oh dear Snappy, people can be so hurtful, can't they? Sometimes people make fun of you for silly reasons, like the clothes that you wear, not having the right trainers perhaps. Maybe you speak with an accent, or you have different coloured skin like Snappy. Sometimes when children love and follow Jesus, people don't understand, and they can make fun of you. But I think, Snappy, you must just carry on reading your Bible stories and growing closer to Jesus. And you must carry on being the same kind and considerate crocodile that you are. You will make friends, and people may wonder why you're such a considerate and friendly crocodile. And then you can explain to them how you love Jesus and how you follow him. Our story today, we go way back to the early days of the church. This was after Jesus had gone to heaven to be with the Father. It's a time when many Christians were being made fun of, or even worse, were being put in prison, even killed. So should we go to our Bible, people, Snappy, and let's see what's in today's story. In our story, we see the disciple Peter. He's in Rome, perhaps in prison, and he's writing a letter to the believers. Let's remind ourselves of some of the things we know about the disciple Peter. Peter was a fisherman. He had a brother called Andrew, and one day when they were fishing in the Sea of Galilee, Jesus called them to be his disciples. Peter walked on water. Peter loved Jesus, but when Jesus was arrested, he would deny him 3 times before the cock crowed. After Jesus had died, Peter had run with John to the tomb to find the stone had been rolled away and the tomb was empty. Later he would see Jesus. Jesus is alive and he's cooking breakfast for the disciples on the beach. Peter jumps from the boat into the water and rushes to see Jesus. In those days when the church was growing, new believers would tell everyone about Jesus. One thing that Jesus had said was that he would return to earth to bring his heavenly kingdom to earth. Now, years had gone by, and so many people began to make fun of this idea. So people made fun. They said, "Where is Jesus? He promised to come back, but where is he?" The world carries on in the same old way as it always has done. I wonder, as those people walked home, they realized that God always keeps his promises. But God is patient, and he doesn't want to lose anybody. He wants everyone to turn their hearts to him. This letter from Peter to his friends, who were working so hard for Jesus, must have been very welcome. Peter reminds them it was God who made the earth. He brought the flood in Noah's time. God's in control, and his promises will be kept. Peter tells them people will always be happy to think that this life will go on forever, but they must live waiting for Jesus to come, living good lives and at peace with God. Not worried, remembering that for God 1 day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is like 1 day. That's a wonderful letter, Snappy, isn't it? You see, even though Peter may have been in prison, he certainly cared about his friends, didn't he? I think Snappy may need cheering up a little bit. Should we go to Friston Pond this afternoon, Snappy? Oh yes, Snappy loves Friston Pond. So children, if you're out on your nature walks at any time and you see those crocodile eyes in the water at Friston Pond, be very, very careful, because Snappy can also be very, very splashy. So we'll see you next time with another Bible story.